Good luck.
3, 2, 1, go.
We got the sensual voice this time.
Yeah.
Good RNG. Let's go. That means it has to be a good seed. Thanks for the good luck. What's up, Kieran? Thanks for the good luck. Oh, fuck. Dude, the beginning of that last run was so cursed. Like, starting with Stone Sword, starting with Duplicator, and then, like, I don't know. It was... Oh, I forgot to tell you. Last run, I bought 2 Duplicators on accident.
Nice.
Because my D-pad just, like, instead of pressing straight down, it went down and to the right. So I bought 2. And I was so mad. I also just had the worst Dracula ever. Let's go.
It actually did help me a lot to have 2 Heaven Swords at the start.
Don't say that. No.
No, I mean instead of
don't validate these guys.
It like helped negate some of the shittiness.
You heard him, boys. He said
too.
You heard him, boys. Heaven Sword's good again. Woo! Oh, this cape is nice. Yeah. Very festive.
It reminds me of something like Robin color, maybe.
Oh my!
A little bit.
Dude, what's with all the memes starting swords? At least this one's slightly better.
Wow, you are behind.
I lost like 20 seconds of Dracula at the start. It was bad. I got like negative damage stacks and had to fucking blade dash his ass. El Vampiro. Wow. Never lucky feels bad.
I think it's broken. Didn't we talk about that?
Is it broken?
I think it doesn't work. I mean,
Jewel Sword?
Yeah. Oh, actually, there's no stat randomization here. What am I talking about?
Yeah. I didn't get any drops, but...
Yeah, neither did I.
I just don't remember if it works on wargs or not. Wargs might not be programmed for it to work on because you're never intended to use the Jewel Sword versus
it works.
wargs.
It works on them.
Never mind.
I've definitely got my drop there.
Never mind. Fuck! Whatever. It feels bad.
I know exactly what you did.
Feels bad.
Why did I...
What? What are the odds? That's crazy. Alright, well, whatever.
Uh-oh. Bad sign, boys.
What?
Oh my god.
We're fine, we're fine.
You wanted to kill me so bad.
Thumbnail material? I don't think so, no. Nothing's been thumbnail material so far.
You wouldn't believe what this enemy dropped.
Unironically, I should probably title a video that at some point. At this point, I just cycle through like 2 or 3 things that seem to be doing well as far as like click-through rate stuff, which is like usually enemy drops or showing off a specific weapon. I think a big part of that is because most people don't even know what half the weapons in this game do. More sketchy clickbait. Like if I title anything about like let's say we're doing a race and it's like actually a really interesting and close race, mentioning that it's a race, it's like nobody gives a shit. Everybody falls asleep and don't click on it. But if I mention that I picked up a fucking ultra duplicator, super rare, never been seen before in the game, everyone's like, oh shit, I want to see that. One weird trick that, no, that also didn't really work super well. I did that with the last video that I did before today, which was doing the thrust sword to get a diamond and saying that the speedrunning trick made me rich. I thought that would be good clickbait, but it was mid. Which I'm not complaining about. Having a video just be average is fine at this point. Not everything has to be insane. Oh, fuck off! Why is this the hardest? I hate this game. I don't know. I've talked about clickbait many, many a times, but people are very misunderstanding about it a lot of the time. You discovered the content through the Red Rust Only video? Nice. That video was not as popular as I thought it would be, but it might have just gotten screwed in the algorithm somewhere. I still think the concept and the content was fine. But videos don't show up on the homepage sometimes. Yeah, that's just the algorithm being, you know, the algorithm. Half the people don't even know what they want.
Well, they're not supposed to show on the homepage.
That's where 90% of people that like watch YouTube regularly consume content. I know. The subscription box is like a vestigial feature at this point. YouTube, I think, doesn't care about the subscription box anymore at all.
They haven't in a very long time. At one point, they almost disabled it until people yelled at them.
Yeah, exactly.
That was in like 2011.
Yeah, most people just view things on the homepage. I have my when I open up YouTube, it's set up to always open up the subscription box first.
Yeah.
Before the.
Because you're a reasonable, normal person.
I think most people don't think about it, but yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do half the time.
To be honest, it's a different purpose. Like, I watch a lot of homepage too nowadays, but it's a different reason though. I'm watching the homepage when I like just want to watch something in the background or find something interesting.
That's fair, yeah.
And I watch my sub page for, you know, actual things that I want to follow.
Yeah. I mean, those are the two specific purposes, I would say. And most people don't know what they want anyways. That is one of the reasons why clickbait is so effective. And a lot of people get clickbaited and don't realize it and then don't complain about it. It's just that when they finally figure out that something is clickbait, that's when they get mad. It's because they're breaking the illusion of choice. They're like realizing that they don't actually have choices and that they're actually mindless zombies, like we all are. But it's fine. You just kind of learn to live with it.
I think I'm just trained to not to like look past the clickbait. Because I don't even, it doesn't bother me, I don't notice it, I don't get baited, quote unquote, into looking at something that I'm not interested in.
Yeah, that is... I know there have been studies that looked into like people's, like obviously marketing studies and stuff like that to figure out what people click on and why and stuff like that. But I think there are, if I remember correctly, wow, that's crazy. If I remember correctly, there are some people that are basically just like immune to clickbait, and it affects different people differently, and most of it is through emotional responses and stuff like that.
If you have like ADHD, you might be like super prone to it.
Yeah, you might become more susceptible to it, maybe. That wouldn't surprise me, but there's probably like a lot of untested and unexplored, aspects of how people's mental differences are affected by social media in general. Clickbait is bad when it's bait that doesn't deliver. Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. I think most people do generalize that as separate from doing something that is like adjacently, but that all comes down to expectations too, as well. Like, I don't know, I can make a thumbnail and a title that in my eyes implies a specific thing, but in somebody else's eyes implies something completely different. Because a lot of that is you can't like imply the style of video a lot of the time through clickbait. Like you could, but it's not very clickbaity. to reference something as like a video essay, for example. But the same title that works for a video essay could also work for like a fucking speedrun, for a first playthrough, for a podcast. So the actual content delivery mechanism could be different, and I think people get upset when they expect a specific vehicle of content and then get a different one. Which is something that I've noticed, at least, and people get upset about.
But I don't think that's even worth to even read all the way through when someone is complaining about clickbait.
Oh, of course not. No.
It really doesn't fucking matter.
It really doesn't.
Because it obviously works. So, and obviously it doesn't bother most people. So it's like, cool, sorry, bro.
I'm interested.
Goodbye. Like,
oh, me too, MT. I also share those same sentiments. Oh, fuck. Okay, well.
Farewell for now.
Yeah, I don't give any merit to people like that. It's as far as like the way that I think about my content and the things that I want to do moving forward. But it is a thing that exists. I think I'm going to do this. Come on, game. I haven't died yet. No, true. Again, everybody's definition for clickbait is also different. So, like, and again, I think that all comes back to what I was talking about earlier for people's expectations. Like, if you're expecting a specific type of thing and you get a different thing, sometimes you just get upset, and that's due to your own expectations. And there's nothing that, like, anybody could do about that except for yourself.
oh my god. What's wrong with these seats?
Tell me about it. I've definitely died in speedruns before, or in races before. If I had to think of who has killed me the most in all of the randomizers I've ever done, it might be DOP 40. Either that, or I've definitely reset on Galamoth just due to getting bad RNG before on the Infinite. But I wouldn't
before we
necessarily
knew how to do it properly.
Yeah,
What can I do for you?
but that's like a separate
Farewell for now.
thing. I wouldn't necessarily call that dying. It's more so I reset to save time.
You know what? The twins in Aurochs's quarters.
Oh, true. They probably
so
have
fucking easy to be greedy there and just get whopped once
Yeah,
and explode.
they are.
Especially back in the day in OG.
Yep. Yeah, they don't
Because you would like
give a fuck
you would
about
get
anybody's.
fucking Leapstone or something. You
And
would
you
go
just-
there.
Yeah.
It would be level 2. And like
I think with
Bonk.
Leapstone it's easy because you can at least double jump over them most of the time, unless you're slow on the hammer
Mist
guy
or something,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Mist would be bad, or Wolf
I don't know.
would also be bad. Yeah, yeah. So many early season 1 randomizer races where it's like, fuck, I died. Well, GG's. It'd be like 8
The
minutes.
thing
in.
is, even oh my god, even in the last tournament, the casual.
Oh yeah, people still
I
were
remember in
struggling.
your comments, people will be so shocked whenever I die. It's out of like, I just want to go fast. That's when you die. It's not because you can't like not die. When you try and like not open your menu one more time,
Yeah.
not go to the save room, that's when you die.
Yeah, it's usually through greed of trying to save like a handful of seconds. Oh my god, that would have actually...
Dragon says, tell me about it. Oh yeah. Did you not die like to Doppel or
It was
something
Doppel,
like that?
yeah.
Because you didn't. Yeah.
It was the duplicator seed, I think. And using stars to fight Doppel is fucking brain dead stupid. It's just not worth it.
I mean, that's what I did last seed, but yeah.
I found a chrysogram and was using...
What?
Yeah. I found a chrysogram at Trio. The 3-item check above and to the left of Trio. Because I went to
Why
refill my
would you go
MP.
above with mana prisms?
I didn't have mana prisms. Where did you find mana prisms? There was mana prisms last
like
seed?
the start of the game.
Where? Where? I never had them.
Remember? Wow.
Wow, feels bad. I was looking everywhere for
Maybe
them
because
too.
you bought 2 duplicators. Maybe they were in the shop.
I don't think they were in the shop. I specifically told myself they're not in the shop, but maybe that was just copium. God damn it.
I guess that's why I was so close with the first castle shit that happened.
Ah, yeah. Same enemy. Was it an enemy drop for Talic last seed, Cryo?
I don't think so. No way.
Fuck me.
Or maybe, but that's not how it was in my mind.
Cryo's saying yes. I'll trust Cryo on this.
Okay, then I guess it was.
Oh well. This sucks. Oh, whatever. But yeah, I ended up using Chrysogram for that fight in particular. Also, there was a Varda somewhere in that last seed too. It was in, I think.
Yeah, I had a Varda.
They were also in the
I
shop,
remember.
and I was like, do I buy a Varda or do I buy a Duplicator? And I was like, of course I'm going to buy Duplicator. And then I ended up buying 2.
Nice.
I don't think they're... If they were in the shop, then I definitely got screwed over. Because I didn't buy anything else in the shop because of that. I was going to get... I think I was looking at Iron Shield or like Dracula's Tunic as well. Those are the other things that popped up.
I did get Drac Tunic.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Anyways, enough about that seed. This seed is, whatever, I guess. I don't know. Kind of bad.
Early still, yeah.
We need more DS-Vania action. I think the next seed that I'm doing for the ones people have suggested is another Order of Ecclesia seed. But it's without enemy rando specifically, so maybe it might be a little bit easier. Because enemy rando can get really fucking absurd with
What the fuck is
Order of
going on?
Ecclesia. We'll see though.
Okay, then I thought.
Weapon Master is a cool dude. Fuck! Weapon Master and Double Hammer, what the fuck were they... Well, I guess they're designed to only be seen in the post-game content. But holy shit, seeing them in Randomizer, I want to die every time.
What an absolute Mugen enemy.
Yeah. They were like, remember these guys? What if them, but also fucking little Timmy gets to design them with... Okay, but what if they also had hammers and also had swords and also they can throw the swords and also they do 999 damage and also... The other worst one is fucking like those really shitty spiders spawning everywhere. Because of course they spawn everywhere.
Oh my god, you know what? I think I'm really stupid and I forgot the one thing to do with these presets.
Oh no.
And I'm just now realizing that it has the normal casual complexity. I don't think it's 1.
Oh, really?
And that's why this is happening. I think.
That's possible, yeah.
I will have to look later and check if I set it to 1 or not. That would explain why it's always fucking bad so far.
To translate what I said, I'm getting so many lucky drops. What the fuck? What is happening? What is happening? Don't tell me. Finally, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I wonder how much that would actually... Because what's the casual complexity supposed to be? Is it like 3 or something like that? It's like really low.
I mean... No, it is 1.
Is it? I don't know. I stopped caring about complexity a long time ago. And I just boot up game and hope that I do well.
False alarm. I guess just bad luck. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, these seeds were still common enough, I guess, back in the day. Let's go. Oh, that was cool. Nice. Oh no, what is the... I hate this. The complexity arc, yeah. The complexity arc of Randomizer was a wild time. Fucking YOLO.
I can't believe people are racing so much Badmaster. Like, I guess people just want to suffer.
It's just the new thing, I guess. So people want to try it out. I think it's whatever.
Farewell
I don't know.
now.
I hate it.
I don't think it's super great for competitive stuff, but like if you're just messing around, it's whatever.
Yeah.
It's different. It lets you see different parts of the castle and stuff like that, and if that's something that excites you, that could be cool. But I don't know. I think a lot of the depth and like interesting aspects that come along with Randomizer just kind of aren't there with Batmaster. And it also ends up intensifying some of the worst aspects of the Randomizer unintentionally. I guess it's a step up from trying to race adventure mode or something like that, but
I mean, yeah, but racing in adventure mode,
You know what you're
gonna
getting
be just
you know what you're getting into at least.
yeah, just shoot the shit for 2 hours basically.
Yeah, something like that. I feel
Well,
like
I
even
guess
casual
not
is
for them.
better.
It'll be muted for 2 hours.
True. True. I don't know if casual is necessarily better, but it's different.
Casual is pretty good, but I just want to have bat.
Yeah, casual is really
I-
only a thing that I think it's nice to have the like chance of getting bat, so that's nice. But then it also has its own separate set of issues where finding bat is likely almost anywhere, so the routing you do doesn't actually matter. What ends up mattering is that you find the route that gets bat first most of the time, unless it is a bat first seed, and then people are on a more level playing field, and those seeds usually felt better. But there's still a lot of gambles that can be made that end up feeling kind of shitty. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
I really fucked up because I wasn't paying attention. Whoops.
This seed is... How is it already 23 minutes?
Yeah.
That's bad.
What was I gonna say? I think this does have potential, even though so far every series has been terrible. Because it scratches the OG itch
I'm interested
in multiple ways while having more to it. I mean, I have a lot of stuff to do right now, but what I might work on next is adding just a simple toggle to the randomizer. Like when you're making a custom seat, to toggle just setting the vanilla progression items.
Yeah.
So that you can mix and match, like adventure with vanilla items, for example. That would actually make adventure way better.
I think so too, yeah.
Because you would have mist guaranteed for the second castle and back.
Yep. Agreed. I like the vanilla progression items in general. I think it just ends up creating a better Symphony of the Night experience, I feel like. Because you get access to the important movement mechanics and items a lot of the time.
I do understand like why
Oh, really?
there's a dislike for it, because it's very anti-randomizer to do this, but
I don't know.
stop killing me.
I mean, a lot of randomizer communities have specific randomizer settings designed with speedrunning in mind, and for whatever reason, that's just not like the same ethos for the SotN community for whatever reason, even though the speedrunning racing community for SotN randomizer is like the only community that really exists for it. There isn't like a casual randomizer community. It's probably like some individuals have found out about the randomizer and have tried it casually. But like those people don't continue to use it and stick around and stay and do multiple casual randomizers, at least from what I've seen on like Twitch and YouTube and stuff.
I mean, I think there's a pretty significant part of people that try randomizer and play it all the time, but why not both, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And I would, despite what Mouse said, I think that there is quite a bit of speedrunning focus in randomizer,
Oh yeah, for sure.
despite what he said.
No, there is. And I don't think that that's something that you could necessarily take out of the DNA of the randomizer. But you want to watch more 2v2s? 2v2s was fun. It's just getting people together and like planning it out.
Oh my god, are you serious? I got smacked twice. Unbelievable.
Nice. I don't know. I actually don't know much about like casual randomizer communities, if those really are a thing. I imagine they are for some games, but
I mean, once it becomes a community, it kind of stops being casual. To some extent.
Yes and no. Yes.
If you play randomizer like once a week, you're kind of not a casual anymore, to some extent.
Yes and no. I guess there are levels to it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what I want to do. Fuck it. The seat sucks ass.
Not the best, that's for sure.
Would a preset that allows for vanilla glasses be the same? No. Because you could end up getting silver ring or gold ring in places that, specifically the fact that you need silver ring and you need spike breaker are the two things that makes vanilla items so impactful, because it forces you to have both bat and mist in logic to beat the game. So every seed you will always find mist, you will always find bat, which is important for general movement and speedrunning for this game. Because bat alone is cool and all, but like also bat alone can be really frustrating. Because you'll do a wing smash and then you'll fucking just go too far and shit.
Yeah. What's up, Lucky Film? HNK, all the effects,
What's up,
including the
Pesco?
new ones, are explained on the website.
Welcome to the stream. Fuck, dude. I hate this seat so much. Whatever.
But in short, it makes it so that you can get juggled, like in a fighting game. There's no... Basically, until you hit the ground, people can hit you.
Wasn't OG Spike Breaker vanilla glasses? Yeah, the glasses themselves aren't the thing that makes the preset good. It's the fact that you need silver ring at its vanilla location. That's the part that makes it good. And the fact that also Spike Breaker is in its vanilla location. Both of those things together guarantee bat and mist. And that's the thing. The glasses are
On the
just a
website.
side thing. So.
I guess I forgot to add it. Thanks. Huh. Oh, you might need to control F5 to clear your cache, actually. I forgot about that. It might be on the website, but you might be looking at an old version.
Oh, I'm bad. Does that work? It does not. Fuck me. Oh, you're just asking for your own reference? Yeah. The reason why we're using the OG as a base is because of those things, yeah. Item randomization, as far as key items, wasn't able to be done in the first iteration of the randomizer.
I guess I just forgot. Sorry about that.
Oh, baby. That was clean.
That 200.6 move.
Yeah. They're, I guess I understand some people's, like, wanting to have, like, unique relic movement options and stuff like that for specific scenarios, so Bat isn't so overpowered or over-centralizing for all the movement, but also, I don't know, man. It gets really... For racing in particular, I think that's the issue. Is it comes down to if someone else has Bat, it doesn't matter how cool you feel doing fucking double jump, front slides, and wolf movement. It's like, all that's cool and fancy and all, but like Bat
it gets
is just
out real fast.
And
when you have to bonk 5 times in a row to get through a gap or something.
And Bat just ends up being faster at the end of the day. So it's like, that was cool. You did all that extra fun shit. But the person who found Bat like 10 minutes before you has already finished the seed.
Yeah, for example, the really cool movement with the wolf that I optimized a few months ago, I've never used it.
Yeah. What preset is this? This is a custom preset, Galmathian. It's similar to the original randomizer with
so bad.
the vanilla item placements for Silver Ring, Gold Ring, Spike Breaker, that stuff. But it also adds in extra bosses. Where am I? I'm stupid. I'm being dumb. So like the original version of the randomizer, there was no way to add relics behind some of the bosses like Scylla or Doppelganger 40 and all the other like guarded locations. This is a version of the randomizer that is similar to the first version, but also has the extra bosses. What's up, Tremor?
I'm not paying attention to the video game.
Oh, fuck me. This is so greedy. Whatever. I hate this. This is guarded, yes. This is OG plus guarded. This is a, like, season 1.5 preset that existed for, like, a month. Basically.
Not even. A week, I think.
Yeah. Before Mouse was able to finalize all of the... Wow, I'm bad. All of the changes, turning what was once... you know, the original randomizer into season 2, which is what I think most people started with a lot of the time, or like in the modern randomizer era.
Yeah.
Before that, there was the short preset where, well, this technically is different because there's also Trio in this, and Trio wasn't added for a very long time, even into season 2. But yeah. Oh fuck.
I've been wondering why is there that Rando has no option to have any item anywhere. Literally in any container. I'm trying to figure out what you mean by that.
Oh, like how in adventure mode it's not even like every item placement is randomized, it's just the equipment ones. Or are you saying like SotN.io should let you like customize seeds like down to every specific item placement in the game?
Well, some item entities work differently. That's one of the reasons. Like you can't put mouse doesn't want to put relics and stuff that can despawn,
Yeah.
because I think that can create issues.
Like, for example, if you break open the breakable, like, secret walls in the clock tower, the ones, like, right before Crossamon, those items disappear. So if you were to make that a relic, that's, you know, obviously going to cause issues. And also...
That's another thing with the game being a bit of a mess, is that there are things that you would think work the exact same way, but that's not the case. Like, some breakable walls will work completely differently than others.
They were probably
Items.
programmed separately on different days by different programmers.
You can see a lot of that early in the game when they were kind of figuring stuff out. Like, the tunnel at the very start of the game works in a really weird way from what I remember Mouse describing it.
Yeah.
Compared to the other thing.
It also has the tied-in, like, the fact that there's the secret that it opens as well. I mean, apparently Kiramene is saying if you use the command line version of the randomizer, you can literally customize everything.
Well, yeah.
Speaking of, I should make like a...
Almost everything.
For funsies, like, try and make a seed that I think is optimal for speedrunning. I know people have looked into that in the past, but... I don't know, that could be cool.
Even after 10 years? What do you mean after 10 years? What are you talking about?
Are you saying like 10 years of like mod development for this game? Because I'll let you... Collective man hours, it has not been 10 years. As far as like stuff that's open source, at least.
Yeah, Mouse has researched everything himself from scratch. So, apart from Game Shark stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
This trend has been there for a while. What? It's been like a few years.
Yes.
And it's been only Mouse working on it.
Yes, please tell us, the people that have like talked to and helped Mouse with the randomizer development, how the randomizer development went.
We have not helped Mouse with the development. Come on.
I have.
Mouse is... Fuck, you haven't.
I tested stuff for him.
Yeah, okay. We've all tested stuff. That's nothing compared to what Mouse has done.
I would say that's helpful. I didn't say
sure,
I helped
helpful.
fucking build
It's
the
also
goddamn
literally
thing.
nothing.
Okay,
in
whatever.
comparison.
Sure.
I mean,
Agree to disagree.
It isn't. It just isn't. There's no agreeing to disagree.
I used
like,
the word
playing
help.
the game-
You're arguing,
Yeah, it is helpful. I agree. It is helpful.
but you said no.
I'm just saying it's nothing in comparison.
Yes, yeah, it's not much.
We can't put ourselves, whoa, we made the randomizer.
No, I never would try and assume that I have a major part in the randomizer at all.
But
No, it's
regardless,
just,
it hasn't been that long, and
but also
like
he's
Mouse hasn't really
updated.
done much in the last year, for example.
But when he was
been a little bit
updating
burned out.
the randomizer, he was updating the community as to like what was going on, why certain things were happening. So like the general understanding of how the randomizer works and functions. Also, it's open source. Has been disseminated. It's not like magical runes that nobody fucking understands and has to get deciphered by Mouse, the fucking ancient one, the only one able to decipher the runes. It's open source. That's it. It's open
That's not
source.
really the point, but like the thing with the items is that there's not really much of a... I think in Mouse's mind, there's not much of a point to include all the other locations as well. So there's a somewhat arbitrary spread of items, and they are spread out enough among all the areas. And the thing is, there's it's not Dawn of Sorrow, so there's not a billion souls.
Yeah.
So it kind of doesn't matter if there's like 30 more locations that you can put stuff in. Fuck, that would make my life so much worse.
Yeah, true.
Because for
Tracking,
tracking them, I need to map all the rooms in a very different way than the way the spawn is done. So fuck me, that would be so annoying to do.
You guys are saying they are magical runes? Never mind, my bad. I didn't realize Mouse dealt with magic.
But it could be done. Like a lot of that could be done. Yes.
The big part of it is just like the actual
There's just not much
effort.
of a
Yeah.
reason why. Because all the items themselves obviously all are randomized. It's just the relics, and there's enough of a spread. There's so little relics that figuring out all the other. I mean, there's not even that much to figure out. There's just not much of a point.
Yeah. I mean, other randomizers do exist to randomize literally every possible item spawn and shit like that, but I don't know. It's whatever. Really? Hello? That was incredibly weird. I don't know. People just make a lot of assumptions about how the randomizer works or how it should work. Which is fine. Like I guess a lot of people usually start by asking like, hey, has anybody looked into trying to randomize this thing? And usually it's just asking about enemy randomization. And of course, every time it's like, yeah, people have looked into it. It doesn't really work. Sorry.
Again, like, the thing is, the unfortunate answer for many of these things is, yeah, it probably could be done. It's just, you know,
insanely
comparatively, like, if you compare it to a DS game, it's just so much more
effort
hassle
needs to be put in. Yeah.
That, like, Mouse, like he said a few months ago, that he's just not currently motivated to work on adding much more to the randomizer, because it definitely has hit kind of a
Plateau.
Here's the thing, compared to different randomizers, Mouse does not want to create a ROM hack tool that kind of can modify the game in whatever way possible, like a DS random. He just wants, you know, a more pure randomizer per se. And for the most part, he's already achieved that.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why.
I don't even know like how much more of a fucking hassle it would be. Like, I can't even imagine to create like a ROM editing type thing.
Well, you can, for the most part. People keep showing up and saying, oh, this, and then nothing happens because Mouse has looked into that, and there's an issue repackaging the game. That's the big problem.
Yeah.
Because it's a CD-based game that was made with a specific set of
parameters,
early Konami tools for PlayStation. There is a, you know, significant piece missing there. All the like, when you see someone, yeah. Whenever people replace music or sprites or stuff like that, they do it raw, by hand. They can't just unpackage all the files and repackage the CD and then play that CD. It just doesn't. That has not been figured out.
There was a similar issue that existed within like the Melee ROM hacking scene for a very long time. It's one of the reasons why the game existed for like decades, not decades, but like, you know, a decade before ROM hacking even started in that game, because of the issue being packaging the actual modified ROM itself and making it run on an emulator was very difficult.
I don't think it's that lucky Fume, because Mouse has been able to add stuff. Like, for example, he added some assembly instructions for like the ferry and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I don't think it's the recalc, because there is more. I don't want to say what I don't know, actually. I don't want to say something that's wrong, but I think there's technically more data on the disc than the vanilla game because of that. But doing more than that. Fuck me, that menu took 5 years. Holy shit.
When I was in college, I worked on Java. Honestly, I did the same thing. I have a very basic programming understanding from taking like 3 semesters at community college before dropping out. So I would not consider myself very learned with this stuff. I understand like the basics.
I mean, honestly, it doesn't
I
matter.
mean, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't translate because a lot of
Like
the
ROM
concept-
hacking is a very, very different type of thing.
Yeah.
Like I have very little clue about ROM hacking.
Yeah.
Period. So
It's a specialty really. In the it would make sense that it would be a specialty type thing.
it's not. I mean, it's It's not that complicated, really, but it's very time-consuming by nature.
I don't know. I mean, I'm happy we have.
Oh
what we
yeah,
have.
this reminds me of a topic that I think I said it on Twitter. Like, it pisses me off to know when someone mentions the phrase "the game's code." Oh, they looked into the game's code. No, they fucking didn't.
Nah, dude, they looked
No,
into
they
the
didn't
game's
look
code.
at the game's code.
They asked the developers,
not a
"Can you
thing.
send me the code, please? Can I copy your
It's not.
homework?"
Unless it's like Super Mario 64 or something like that.
Decomped, yeah. Anything that's decomped, and even then the decomp
I have
is
no, like, not me, not Mouse.
Yeah.
We haven't looked in the game's code.
Well, why haven't you? Just look into the game's code.
Just look in the code. Yeah.
I had a comment which was like,
Open the game and look at the code.
somebody said something along the lines of, "Well, if you guys can run the game, it's running the code, so why can't you look at it?" And I'm just like,
It's,
bro.
okay, I can. That is.
That's
I
a
can see
concept,
someone
yeah.
saying that. What we are running is a binary, which
Mhm.
is the compiled form of the game.
He's on to
It's not the
something.
game's code.
Yeah. So yeah, when that's
Even if you decompile it, it's not the same.
yeah. That's what I was getting to with the Super Mario and Ocarina of Time shit, where like those games are yes decompiled, but it doesn't mean that you're running with the original like source code. It's different.
It's still hard to figure out a lot
Yeah.
with a full decompile. That's unfortunately.
You can't just decompile and then it shows like all the fucking inline comments and shit like that for the game.
I mean, definitely not. You just basically get spit out a bunch of stuff that results in the same binary that could be quite different than the original code.
Yep.
Is basically what's going on. So only the devs have it. Yes, and
They don't even have it.
no one has it actually.
It's gone,
'Cause
bro.
no one has it. It was actually, funny enough, the game that I gifted you, StarCraft Remastered, the code was lost for that too.
Yeah, you have to.
But
rebuild
someone
those
showed
games.
up out of nowhere with like a beta CD
The Legends.
from like an alpha test CD, and that's how they fucking rebuilt the game.
Nice.
And that's really cool. Someone's dad had like saved it, some weird shit like that. Because Blizzard didn't have the code.
Yeah, most people don't like. Development is not, from my understanding, like people aren't sentimental about like fucking storing all their shit. Maybe it's different now since storage capacity is way different now, and there's cloud storage and all this other shit. But it's a very common story.
There's source control now, so it's very, very different.
Yeah.
There's not only stored source, but fucking source from the first line of code.
I'm so stupid. I've been playing this entire seed wrong, and it just now hit me. That's fucking hilarious. Oh well.
That's randomizer.
That, yeah. Oh well, it's fine. Yeah, I would love to see Iga's dev comments on the code. It just works. Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Do this until later, and it's in the final game. Which is a thing. Like the menus in this game, they are temporary menus for
Yep.
in production.
Don't touch this, we'll fix it up later, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, like I've been looking inside of Octoshock, which is the ported Mednafen inside of what we're playing right now, Biscock, and there's like the comments are so funny. It's like, this is shit. Why are we doing it this way? Fix it later.
Nice.
It's funny. I have so many things to do. I really wanna. I have it in my head, and I have made it work. I just need to make it work in a way that's not stupid, and that's, you know, reasonable for a production release. But I know how to disable CD audio without disabling processing for a PlayStation.
Oh, nice.
The only problem is I don't know if me doing that would
break other
intersect with future. Like if they, because anytime Mednafen gets updated, they update the core to match it, and I don't want to have a collision there.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out how to do it in a way that wouldn't interfere.
Just go to the Mednafen devs and be like, do this, please.
I mean, that's one of the plans.
Yeah.
But they don't. Their source control is not GitHub, so it's a little annoying. Or GitLab, they just use their own like internal thing.
Oh, okay. From the
But
CS
I could suggest it directly to Mednafen to include like a toggle in their API for PlayStation.
Yeah. It would work across like all PlayStation games basically that use those channels?
Yes.
Wow. That's actually pretty big.
It would just disable the CD music. Well, not disable it, mute it.
Yeah.
Very different.
Because disabling it would change like run speed.
The game is crazy when you mute the music, dude. It loads like it's Xbox.
Just run on that, duh. Come on, guys. This speedrunning thing is easy. Just disable all the load times.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not disabling the music. I'm basically loading a audio file that's when Alucard says ... That's literally what's going on. So it loads a 1 second audio file that's empty, so it loads it ridiculously fast.
Interesting. That doesn't interfere with like cutscenes or anything like that when they get loaded?
It just makes them quiet.
So the cutscenes are also muted. Okay.
There's no music, there's no dialogue, yeah.
And it doesn't shorten the cutscenes either?
Nope.
Okay.
Because that's a pretty, like a hard-coded thing in the memory.
Interesting. That's really cool. Also, I've been in talks with Deo Man. I'm sure many of you guys know him. About like learning SotN and like teaching him to run it or doing some sort of collaborative thing with SotN. And I'm curious to see how his PS2 runs it. Because I wish I had like an assortment of PS2s to test the game. He might have one, but I think he wants to run it on PS2 just to do it. Since it's his primary
he's
console.
one of those. He doesn't want to use emulator?
I mean, he's gonna run on emulator, I think, to practice, maybe. I don't know, but I think it's just because he wants to. I don't know the exact reasoning behind it, but I'm just curious how his PS2 is gonna run it, because
if he is doing it because of input lag, then
I don't think he's trying to take it too seriously. I think it's just he's comfortable using the hardware PS2.
Yeah.
So it's just a preference thing.
Why are the menus different aspect ratio? Well, what exactly is your question? There are the different aspect ratio in the game. The game has like 4 aspect ratios: menus, game, cutscenes, loading screens.
Is the game and the title screen a separate aspect ratio, or do they just crop the?
It's just cropped.
Okay. Oh yeah, because they do render to the top and bottom screen. Because of that bell glitch. It's supposed to be just rendered black pixels.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Well, that's overscan, right? That's what that is. But yeah, many PlayStation games have that thing where, cutscenes or movies will have one. Actually, pre-rendered cutscenes often have one resolution. In-engine will have one different. The game will be
That's
different.
very common for.
That's actually
all the way up to like PS2 games and stuff like that.
And that used to be a big issue for capture.
Yep.
Because whenever the resolution changes, your capture
still-
card can freak the fuck out.
It still is a big issue. Like if you want to run, for example, like the Mega Man, I don't know why I know this off the top of my head, but Mega Man X Collection for PS2, that game has like 7 different resolutions between games. Like there's no standardized resolution. So like booting up the PlayStation, the capture card is like, okay, so we're doing 480i, and then you'll then load up the game and it's like, so now it's 240p, but now it's also 160p, and then sometimes it's like 480i again. It's the capture card just fucking freaks out.
Yeah, when it changes from a progressive to an interlace, then it's like the worst shit ever for a capture card to figure out what's going on. Modern ones don't have a problem, but it's
Yeah.
yeah.
And then now most everybody has access to like decent upscaling options to try and avoid that.
And they just capture HDMI.
Yep. I still had issues with it with my RetroTink though. The upscaler didn't know what to do with it. Because I'm like running the PS2 through component cables, which is 480i normally for the PS2. And then the Tink is trying to upscale it, but then it's trying to upscale it, but then the resolution changes. So trying to like upscale the changed resolution causes like visual bugs, and it's a whole thing.
Also, speaking of this topic, this game has a hacked resolution for performance. Because if they render the full screen, like the game like starts to perform poorly. That's why it is like this.
That's funny. That doesn't surprise me.
That's why it's basically almost a square, and why everyone on Twitch
what's
up,
Kizzo?
I haven't personally
Glad
yelled
you
at
appreciate
doesn't
the,
render the game in a proper resolution.
The YouTube content. Thanks for stopping
Or
by.
close to it. PS game, a paint to mod. I don't know. I'm honestly not a console dude at all, with the exception of this.
From my understanding, yes, PlayStation 1 in general is very difficult to mod for. It also just has a smaller level of interest compared to Nintendo games for whatever reason. I think there's more documentation on the Nintendo infrastructure.
It's also simpler, right? So
I think so as well, yeah.
cartridge based too, not a CD.
So yeah, it's like comparing apples to oranges if you want to compare PlayStation modding to like Nintendo 64 even.
Also, a lot of these games like SotN, it's so obvious that they were figuring out what the fuck to do on this platform as they were making the game.
Yeah, I mean this is still early PS2, right? Or sorry, PS1. Yeah, this is still early PS1.
Extremely early. This is one of the first games they developed. They had just made the tool set to work on PlayStation, so they were literally learning what the fuck this system does as they were making the game. And that's the thing. Every company had their own tool set, basically their own SDK. So it's a mess.
That seems to be just a common thing for.
That's so accurate. So like Fuma said, that's funny how they didn't know what they were doing with SotN, and they also didn't know Unreal Engine 4 when they were looking on both ends. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
some things never change.
True.
Yeah, some things never change.
But here's the thing. That's why the DS games feel so complete in many ways.
It's because they were iterating on the same.
Yeah, because they knew the engine.
Yep.
Pretty well for the DS game.
At least it seems like it.
I mean, especially by the time Portrait and Ecclesia rolled out.
Yeah.
I mean, even Dawn, Dawn feels tight.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, the people that have worked on their randomizer would know better, but how it's internally. But it feels tight.
Oh yeah, early PS2 games did look like shit. They were learning the differences in like, what the fuck am I doing? Oh no. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, just like the ins and outs of like the new hardware.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm being a super big idiot right now.
Me too. Me too. Tekken Tag somehow looks godlike, but every other game was bad. Tekken Tag does look good.
The Tekken game in general are like look really good for their system.
I think that's one of the defining factors for the game. Is like a lot of people praised it for its graphics back when.
Maybe not nowadays,
Yeah.
but definitely back in the day.
Yeah. Especially when 3D was like the fucking thing that everybody had to do.
Oh my god, I pressed the wrong button. Fucking shit.
Time.
That's so funny.
Whence you came. Trouble the soul of my
damn.
mother no more.
What's going on? Time. I couldn't one cycle him with
Oh,
Yasuno.
really? I found Ares, and I was able to just barely one cycle him.
Oh my god.
That's fucking
And I
sick.
also didn't. I also forgot to use Yasuno on Shaft.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. I forgot to buy more mana prisms.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not get that.
I ended up using my library card and then leaving, and then by the time I left the library, I was like, oh, fuck, there was cheap mana prisms in there.
Yeah, we had a diamond too.
Yeah, so I just ended up just like, well, fuck it. I guess we'll,
I mean, I didn't use that many to be fair. At the end.
She said,
Tekken
"Do not
Tag.
hate humans.
Was Tekken Tag
If you
PS2?
cannot
I thought
live
Tekken
with
Tag
them,
was
then at
PS1, the
least do
original.
them no harm."
No,
For theirs
I don't
is
think so. I
already
think
a
it's
hard
PS2 and
life.
PSP.
She also said
Really?
to tell you
Oh, maybe.
that she would love you for all of it.
PS1 is just Tekken 3. Pretty
I thought
sure.
there's another Tekken for PlayStation. I swear to God, there has to be. There has to be. Tekken PS1 games. I need to know. Is it really just Tekken 3? Wow. Well, Tekken 1 was on PS1? No way. Tekken 1, Tekken 2, and Tekken 3 were all ported to PS1 at some point, I guess. I thought Tekken Tag was on PS1. I swear to God, I played it with friends on a PS1. Is Tekken Tag Tournament a different game than Tekken Tag? No. Then maybe I'm just smoking some shit. Maybe I was just playing Tekken 3 and thought it was Tekken Tag. Well. I was high as a child, yes. Indeed. Oh well.